Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very real day in the life vlog. I've just brought you right into the middle of total chaos. I've got little girly here with me. Hi Revy. And I've got Ruby behind me. He's kicking with on his bouncy head against the wall. And I figured, let's hang out together today because I am starting again. This vlog is all about me restarting my health and fitness journey again from the beginning. I did this in the last vlog. You might have remembered that I was prepping up a storm, I was shopping, I had everything all ready to go, and then we all got COVID. It was our first time getting COVID. We have been able to dodge it this entire pandemic, which is absolutely crazy to me because I don't know how we've done that. We've still been going out and that kind of thing, going to cafes, going to restaurants, seeing friends, seeing family, but somehow we have just been lucky up to this point, which was such a blessing. You might remember I was super nervous about getting COVID just before I gave birth because if I had COVID or Dave had COVID, we didn't know if we'd be able to be together at the time of delivery. So we managed to avoid that. And then I was super nervous about getting COVID when the twins first came home because they were cluster feeding and I already wasn't sleeping a lot. I didn't want to be sick on top of that. So we kind of got it at the best time possible, I think, even though it was really hard, really challenging. We both felt awful. The twins are still not 100% themselves. Are you, Revy? Are you a little bit sick still? Yeah. And getting COVID just kind of threw a massive curveball into the week that I had planned last week. But amazingly, I had all of these meals prepped, which made it a lot easier with meals, that kind of thing. But honestly, I didn't really feel like that food always. I had such a sore throat, just felt so sick that I was having chicken soup. Friends and family made us some meals that weren't keto. So we draw a line under it and we start again. And I just wanted to share the process because so many of us, maybe it's not COVID that you have or are dealing with, but so many of us have the best of intentions to start something. We want to start a new healthy lifestyle. We have everything ready to go. We start guns blazing and then something happens that's totally outside of our control, throws a curveball in the mix. And then you're like, okay, what do I do? Well, if you want to start again with me, let's do it together in this vlog. I have already showered today, washed my hair, feeling fresh. First time washing my hair in over a week, so I feel really, really good. We're starting the day a little bit later. The twins have had their first nap and the sun is out. So I figure I'm gonna load the twins into their stroller. We're gonna go for a walk. We're gonna get some fresh air and I'm gonna start my workouts back with a walk. Walking is such a good exercise. It's free, it's accessible for a lot of us, and it's something that you can do at your own pace. If you're starting out and you're wanting to incorporate exercise into your routine, don't overlook walking. It's really underrated and it's so good. It's so good for the soul as well. I'm gonna pop on a good podcast, all that stuff, but oh my gosh, you guys, honestly, sometimes I'm like, is it even worth going out? Because it's just so much effort loading up the twins, getting everything ready, that even just thinking about what's involved to get us out the door makes me feel exhausted. But I know it's gonna be worth it. So I'm looking at the time because today's plan of attack, let's talk about my plan of attack for restarting, okay? I wanna get a workout in. I wanna move my body somehow, and for me that's going to be a walk. I want to tidy the house because fresh space just kind of makes you feel motivated and inspired and ready to go. I want to meal prep. And if I can achieve those things, that's a fantastic start to the day. Okay, so let's do this together. I've done a little spruce of the house, not really, just a little bit of a zhuzh, like the blinds are up, so the sun's coming in. It's a beautiful day outside, just very, very cold, so I need to bundle up. I got some really, really, really cute new Lorna Jane pieces that arrived today, including this windbreaker, which I'm gonna wear on my walk. How good is fresh activewear for making you feel really good? If you want to see a try on of the pieces that I got from Lorna Jane, go check out my Instagram. I will film a reel which shows all the things that I got today. I'm L_herself. I have so many recipes saved to my highlights, lots of fun things there. So make sure you come over and say hi. And if you do buy any Lorna Jane pieces, my discount code is LH20, all in capitals. It saves you 20% off. And I so appreciate you using my code if you choose to buy any Lorna pieces. I feel like I'm majorly exposing myself by showing this, but we're friends here. So, okay, on the plan of attack today is to tidy the house, get the house looking fresh. It's not dirty because it was cleaned yesterday, like top to bottom cleaned, but just clothes, all sorts of things are just thrown everywhere. The other day, because at the moment we're sleep training the twins, which was going really, really well until COVID came along, and then that threw a spanner in the works. Yesterday was our first day back post-COVID, and this morning the twins actually did such a good sleep, so I don't want to jinx it. They might be getting back into routine, but we have the twins' nursery is just across the hall. It's super black because it's totally blacked out. We have blackout blinds, blackout curtains, just it's completely dark because that's the space that they need to go to sleep. But what we were finding is if they were a little bit off schedule, like if one fell asleep first and there was 15 minutes lag time, the twin coming after would sometimes wake the first twin because they would start crying. So I said today, if we need like another dark space that we can bring the other baby in, hold them if they're crying, settle them, and then put them down in their crib or their cot. So we literally put rubbish bags over the windows, which looks so bad. I hate it so much, but it does the trick and it's really affordable. So that's what we've done. So yeah, that's the situation in our bedroom at the moment. I grabbed from the bedroom a hoodie which I'll put on, and then I'll wear this windbreaker. Now in the twins' nursery, this is Ruby's lovey, so bring that. Can turn that off for now. Heater is on to keep the temperature consistent, and now I just need some jackets for the twins. Got one baby here, I just changed them both. Gonna see if anyone wants a bottle, a top up before we go, before we head out. Got their jackets, gotta get them changed. And their well, not changed, just put their jackets on them, which is always a big drama. I feel so mean because they just cry when their jackets go on. And then we'll head out before their next nap, which is happening in an hour. And then while they nap, hopefully I can get lots done. This morning Dave went and got me a coffee. Oh, so nice. This is an iced Americano with a little splash of cream. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I'm still drinking decaf coffee. I find actually like caffeine makes me feel anxious. So I'm quite happy right now not to be having it and just be having decaf. I have enough, I think, anxiety just with the babies, like, you know, just like hoping that they're okay and that they're doing okay and that I'm doing everything right. Just like, yeah, I have enough of that anyway. I don't need it to be amplified with coffee. So wish me luck. Okay, we're putting on the jacket. Got one. Yay. There you go. Perfect. That wasn't as bad as what I thought. Honestly, whatever I wear today, I'm just gonna get spat up on, so I don't get too attached to it. Cute. I love this print. It's so nice. Done. Babies. Hi, Ruby. You're looking cute. I've got my sunglasses on too. It's so nice to be outside. So much work, but so worth it. I've had lots of questions recently about the stroller that I'm taking the twins in for a walk at the moment. If you've missed our comparison video, I filmed a vlog where I showed the differences between our Edwards & Co Olive, which is our inline stroller, which is like one twin on top of the other, and the Bugaboo, which is this one, which is the side-by-side. Honestly, the Olive is still my favorite. That pram lives in our car because it's the only one that I use when we go out. The Bugaboo lives in our garage. So it just means that I can keep it totally all assembled, don't have to disassemble it, and that way I can just take the twins for a walk using this one. Whenever I do walk the twins in this stroller though, it takes up basically the whole footpath. So it's quite nice walking by yourself, because when you walk with somebody else, they have to walk on the grass, which isn't a big deal normally, but in winter the grass is normally muddy or it's been raining, so yeah, it's just a bit of a pain. So that's kind of why we have the two strollers. We also have the Edwards & Co single travel strollers, which we used on our trip to Hamilton recently, which was so good because we did need to split up and do things separately. So Dave could take one twin, I could take one twin, and it worked out perfectly. But if you are wondering about the differences in the strollers, which one we like and why, check out that video. And I know that the Edwards & Co olive right now is open for pre-sale, and they're selling out so fast. So if you are in the market for one and you want to get one, you might have to get in kind of quick. Can I please get 2 keto sausage rolls just to take away? Let's see how this goes, getting them down for their next nap. I thought I'd just check in. The twins had their nap that I talked about, and it did not go to plan at all. They were both taking ages to settle. They finally settled, so it was honestly a total disaster. But we survived, we made it through. And in between them falling asleep for a short bit of time and then waking up, I heated up those keto sausage rolls that I got from the cafe, which are, oh my gosh, they are so delicious. I love them. Got one for Dave, one for me. And now, finally, I'm in the kitchen meal prepping. So I'm slowly ticking through those jobs for the day. It feels so good. And for meal prepping, I was batch getting ingredients ready. So I was just batch prepping my onions, my celery, my mince, all that stuff. And now I'm getting my cook on. The babies are having their last nap of the day. Fingers crossed they stay asleep, we never know. Last night I filmed a little grocery haul. And here are the things that we got this week. We've got our proteins, bacon, smoked salmon, chicken breast, pork loin, chops, pigs in blanket. This is something different that I saw and I wanted to give it a try. It's a little bit higher in carbs than what I would normally get if I was following a strict keto diet, but at the moment I'm following a modified keto diet while I'm breastfeeding, so that'll be interesting to try, but super easy to make yourself. It's just like a sausage wrapped in bacon. And we've got beef mince. We always, with beef mince, just get the cheapest beef mince, which is the prime beef mince in New Zealand. And that's just because it has the highest fat content. It works really well for keto, and it also keeps our grocery prices down. This is the yogurt that we have been having recently. I started using this yogurt when I was pregnant because it's high in protein and I honestly could just stomach the taste. And that was really what I was looking for when I was pregnant. It was really hard to find things that I liked. The carbs in this yogurt are a little bit higher than other yogurts that I've had. 4.4 grams of carbs. There is a yogurt on the market in New Zealand that's 1.1 gram of carbs per serve. So it's totally up to you, but this one fits the bill. And this week I'm going to be making granola pottles and prepping them ahead of time. So very handy. I got a lot because we'll go through a lot. Sour cream. We always have staples in our kitchen pantry: coconut cream, coconut milk, and also diced tomatoes. I like to make my own pasta sauces and sauces using diced tomatoes. It just means that you can keep the carbs really low, you know exactly what's in it, and honestly, it's so easy and so yummy. This is our veggie section this week because it's winter and the price of fresh produce where we live is crazy. I love to get these sliced frozen zucchinis and I add those into my smoothie. They are the best in a keto smoothie. No doubt you'll see me using them in this vlog because it just adds fiber, it keeps the sugar content down, and I promise you cannot taste it at all. It just makes it thick and creamy. When I'm looking for frozen veggies, I like to have veggies on the side, I should say, because it pads out meals, it adds fiber, it helps to keep me full, along with my proteins and my fats, and I never have feared veggies. Like, don't stress about veggies, especially if they are non-starchy veggies. So I like to have a base of greens. Normally, if you're looking for a veggie that's keto friendly, if you pick a green, you can't really go wrong. It's an easy kind of rule to kind of follow. And then I'll add in something like this, which is just a bit fun and has a bit more variety, and I'll mix them all together and then divide them out, and that's kind of how I do our veggies. I've topped up on some American mustard. Condiments are totally your friend when you're following a keto diet. There are so many that add a lot of flavor, so keep an eye out. I've also got cheeses. These are like my favorite snacks. I literally just like to snack on cheese slices. Got some avocados that definitely need to ripen up a little bit. We got some treats this week. These Quest peanut butter cups are so yummy. And if you're looking for a sweet treat to have in your bag, in your desk at work, this kind of thing is so good. 1 gram of carbs per serve, 11 grams of protein, and it honestly tastes like a peanut butter cup. It is so, so, so good. There is a recipe for these on my highlights, so if you want to make your own, check out my Instagram because I have the easy peasy recipe there, and they are honestly like Reese's peanut butter cups. Our fresh veggie section is pretty small this week. Just got some lettuce, mushroom, onion, and we got a tomato. These are really expensive at the moment because they're out of season, so this is like actual gold. It's my favorite thing. I'm so excited. That is it. I hope that kind of shows you the kinds of things that we got for this week and just how simple it is to follow a keto or low carb diet. If it's something that you're interested in doing, honestly, all those things just from the supermarket, super basic ingredients, and it tastes so good and keeps me feeling full and satisfied all week. I made myself a little snack as well. This is such a random snack, but I was really craving it. This is just smoked salmon, avocado, and some microgreens. I was given some microgreens, which was so, so kind. And this company, Brown Acres, they dropped them over because we were sick with COVID, and they said that these are the most nutrient-dense foods possible, available, one of them. So I'm just adding it to everything. And that's what I felt like for my snack. It's really, really yummy. I've got some onion and mushroom on the go here. Woo, smoky. Not only am I meal prepping for dinner tonight, but also dinners for the rest of the week. I'm also doing lunches. And tonight, I completely forgot about this, I have a Reformer Pilates class, which I'm really looking forward to. I was doing the postpartum Reformer Pilates course that the studio teaches, but so many of us got sick with COVID that they had to postpone the classes. So now we're just going into like regular Reformer classes, which I'm really looking forward to. It'll be a good kind of test of my abilities in a non-postpartum class. So fingers crossed it goes to plan. I really want to share one of the dishes that I'm making because it's such an easy and yummy meal prep dish that you should definitely try. It's a meatloaf with a difference. It's a Swiss meatloaf. It's so yummy. So in here I've put beef mince, and I've just used 485 grams, some chopped onion, about half an onion. I did a bunch of onion though, just to make my meal prepping easy, so all my onion is there. So half of an onion, half of celery, 2 eggs, and the last ingredient is some green capsicum or green pepper, depending on where in the world you live. Because it's really expensive here at the moment with it being winter, I have just used frozen, thawed green capsicum. Then you just want to mix everything together using a fork, your hands. Feel free to get really messy. You just want it really well combined to make your meatloaf. At this point, I'm just going to add in my seasonings. So I'm adding in about half of a teaspoon of paprika. I just am eyeballing it. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Salt or seasoning. I really like to add this in. And some pepper as well. This here is the loaf pan that I'm using. It's just a silicone loaf pan from Kmart, but it's super easy to get it out once it's finished cooking. The last ingredient in your loaf is some Swiss cheese, either grated or cut up really finely like dice. So I'm just going to dice this. And you want to use about 100 grams of Swiss cheese. Once all of the ingredients are really well mixed, you want to then add it into your loaf pan and make sure that it's quite tightly packed. There we go. So now I'm gonna bake it for an hour and 15 minutes. Meal prep is going so well. I'm almost done. I'm gonna make myself a wee smoothie. Charlie's home. And I'll make one for Dave as well. And I said I would be sharing like how I make my smoothie when I did the grocery haul. So in the freezer, I've got my zucchini, need that, and then a kind of a frozen berry. I like to use strawberry, raspberries, mixed berries, you know, they're different price points as well. So I kind of just go with whatever is available and also best price. So I'm gonna use this berry medley. It's a mixed berry of blackberries and strawberries. Yum! My ratio is mostly zucchini with a little bit of berries. So I try to do like about 100 grams of this and then maybe 50, 80 grams of the mixed berries. It totally depends on your taste preference, how thick you'd like your smoothie. That's really important is to make sure you have a yummy good protein powder. So I'm going to use my Scorpion protein powder. This is the natural whey protein. I started using this protein when I was pregnant and I've been continuing to use it while I'm breastfeeding. It's just a really natural protein and it comes in chocolate and vanilla. So I'm gonna make chocolate, and because I like a really chocolatey smoothie, the other thing I like to add in sometimes is some of this, the Avalanche sugar-free drinking chocolate. It's sweetened with erythritol and stevia. Both of these are keto-friendly sweeteners. Oh, and it just makes the chocolate even like richer and more intense, which I am all about. I'm gonna go with 300 grams of zucchini because I'm gonna make a smoothie for Dave and I. When I prep my own zucchini and freeze it, I like to peel it, but this one is already frozen and it comes with the skin on. You can't taste the skin. And if you have a high-powered blender, it just blitzes the entire thing up. 150 grams of berries, a scoop of protein for Dave and a scoop of protein for me, and then a heaped tablespoon of the sugar-free drinking chocolate. I'm also going to add in just a couple of ice cubes today just to make it really cold. The last ingredient is unsweetened almond milk. I've got a little bit left here and then I'm going to add the rest from here. With it, when it comes to adding in your almond milk, you want to add just enough so that the smoothie blends. I have a really high-powered blender, so I don't have to use a lot of almond milk, but if your blender isn't as high-powered, you might have to use a bit more. It's literally like ice cream. It is so thick and good. Made your smoothie.
What a dream.
Yay.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's time to get the twins up, isn't it?
It sure is. They're just woken up.
Oh, have they? Oh my gosh. I like to try to make us a snack, as in it's normally a smoothie because it's got protein, it's got good fiber and healthy carbs in it to power us through the bedtime, bath time routine with the twins. And this stops me from snacking on anything else as well. Hi, did you have a good sleep? Did you have a good sleepy? You ready for your bath? And bedtime story? Yeah. And you've got the other one. At the moment they're sleeping in different rooms because they're sleep training. They're doing so good. Hi buddy. I can't believe it. Rue is no longer in a swaddle. It's big changes, isn't it, Rue? Huge changes.
All at once.
And I don't know if you guys have seen it. I don't know if it will show up, but he's like got two little teefies. Can we see your little teefies? Oh my goodness.
Little chompers.
I just got home from Pilates, so I'm going to finish the last of the meal prep and cook up this big batch of veggies. I've got this ready for dinner tonight, and this is the meatloaf, so I'm going to turn it up, portion it out, and then we'll be all ready to go. The house is so much tidier than what it was before. I know it probably doesn't look it, but this is really tidy. So I have achieved one of the things on my list, tidying up the house. It's the next day now. Last night, as you saw, I went to bed with a tidy house. Not completely tidy, but so much better than it was. It was so nice waking up to that. Let me show you the meals that I ended up prepping. The meatloaf worked perfectly, so we have 4 serves of that. I've got pigs in blankets, veggies, and then this is a Moroccan chicken. The recipe for this is on Welle Club, my healthy lifestyle and recipe app. There's a link in the description box below if you want to try Welle Club out for 7 days for our free trial. All of this is going in the fridge. I'm so glad that I spent the time prepping yesterday, even though with a little bit of admin to get it done in between the twins' naps and everything. Feels so good knowing that now I can just go to the fridge, grab something out, and my week is sorted. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. The support means the world to me, and that way you won't miss any future videos. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. That also means the world. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye!